I think cats don't really understand like the streets is over with. You see what I'm saying? Man, me being somebody who actually, you know what I'm saying, studies sociology, meaning the science of how society operates, you know what I'm saying? And history being one of the sub-sciences in that. Bro, you know, I know enough about history to realize that uh if you study it in like decade blocks, let's just say hypothetically speaking, if you study history in America from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, in 10-year increments, bro, you can easily see, bro, like how every decade it's like an experiment is ran on us, bro. Every decade. Now you think about it. I'm gonna give you a real quick history lesson, you know, for those who don't really, you know what I'm saying, know history like that. So yeah, right. So you think about it. In the 50s, this was our people coming out of like the fields and getting like the factory jobs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people moved from the south to the west and up north, and you know up in like the Detroit area or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Out east too. And that's what that was the migration time. You know what I'm saying? For the people in the south, like I said, you know, people coming in out of the fields, getting factory jobs, or they probably sharecropping and got their own land or whatnot. Coming into the 60s, you know, this was the big whole social rights, you know, civil rights era and all this, you know, stuff with Martin Luther King, this, that, and the third, Malcolm X, you know, up north, you know, like fighting for change, so to speak. And then we find out decades later in that, oh man, they played Martin Luther King, had him organizing us for their agenda, which only gave us access to spend money with them. You see what I'm saying? To make them rich. It's a catch. Then we get into the 70s, you know what I'm saying? We coming out the back of the whole, you know, pro-black era, you know what I'm saying? Black Panther this, you know, what's happening, brother? Can you dig it? What, you know, that type of culture, you know what I'm saying? And then they take like our strong black leaders, our role models, who is the man with the afro, the black leather jacket, and the shotgun who's saying fuck the pigs, and then they turn him into a pimp, make him dolomite, give him drugs to push, heroin back then, got him pimping hoes, you see what I'm saying? Now we associate our role model with this person right here, you know, a criminal basically. You took a man who stood up for social justice and turned him into a criminal. Not realizing, you know, as the people that, bro, we gonna follow the role model. And because our role model is you know, we not even seeing him as a criminal. We seen him as somebody with power in the community because this man got money, he got cars, he got jewelry, he got all the flashy stuff. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we associate with that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we come from a people who have a bloodline that's been hundreds of years made to feel inferior. You see what I'm saying? So whether you know it or not, even to this day, bro, that's why we so obsessed with a lot of the materialistic stuff, bro. Because a lot of us don't know who we are. And to fill in them insecurities, bro, we use the materialism. Bro, I had to catch myself, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's different when you drive a Benz for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a Benz, but I'm just saying, like, bro, the first time I got in one and drove one, it's a feeling that come over you. But when you really think about it, what's changed in your life? Ain't nothing changed in your life, but you opened the door of this Benz and you sat down in and started driving, bro. You see what I'm saying? But that's how the pacifiers that we use for our insecurities, that's how it make you feel. So back to the point, they change our leaders into criminals. And if you think about it from that point forward, every role model, everybody we looked up to until present day had some type of criminal element to them. Now, what's the whole, you know, big thing about making the image of a person a criminal? Man, it's on record that these people stated that it would never be another black messiah unless they make them. It's on record, so it ain't like we just talking, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's on record. FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, the director at that time. It's on record. We ain't just talking. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, if I could make the one person or the people you look up to criminals, what am I going to make you guys into? Criminals. Now come on into the 80s. Everybody know about the crack era with the quote unquote war on drugs. You see what I'm saying? I'm showing you that every decade they ran a play on us, bro. And leading on up to the 2020s, what we're looking at today in ourselves and in the society around us is the byproduct of this experimentation they've been doing on us for decades, homie. For decades. Now think about the 80s. How many daddies, sons, uncles, role models were taken away from their homes, were murdered in the 80s, bro? How many? Due to this war on drugs. Bro, they associate your idols, your role models, with certain crimes. Then they change the laws to attack the crimes, internally attacking everybody who decide they want to participate in them. But y'all gotta understand, the streets dead, bro. It is over with. The code ain't there, the structure ain't there, and bro, where there's not order, there's no structure. So all you cats who thinking you gang banging, bro, you trauma bonding. You're trauma bonding. You hanging with cats who going through the same pressures and pains that you going through in a certain geographical location, and y'all bonding together in that trauma and call yourself protecting it. You see what I'm saying? But when you really look at the scope of everything, bro, like, come on, bro, what we doing? What we doing? How many people dying, bro? Compared to how many people becoming successful, millionaires that can bring back resources to what we supposed to have here. At some point in time, somebody got to wake up, bro, because it's constantly the blind leading the blind. How long you gonna stay blind, bro? How long you gonna stay blind? Somebody got to wake up, bro. The streets is over with. And if you ain't heard it, then you heard it here first, bro. JPower, rise and shine. The streets is over with. Stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Get about 5-10 more years in, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. Man, rise and shine, bro.